Got a wife, got some kids, man, I love those barbecued ribs. Worked real hard to earn this day, now it's time for us to play. How come me, how come you, how could loving be so true? Made some plans when I was young, climbed the ladder rung by rung, put one foot in front of the next, wandered around the great Northwest. Thought I'd loved a girl or two, found the truth when I met you. Got a life, I had a dream, seems now I've got everything. I like to run, I love to roam, as long as it's all leading home. How come me, how come you, how could our love be so true? Well, I made some plans for later on, when life slows down and we're not young. Hit the road or settle down, loving life will be around. Always had a friend or two, came to find the best one's you. Got a wife, I got some kids, guess I better go check those ribs. Freedom tastes like honey, why would you spit it out? Would you give it up for the money? Or how about political clout? Would you give it up for security in the face of a rising storm? Or would you face a danger, trade in your anger, unite and become one? If we never knew the taste of freedom, we would still instinctively know. Our souls would yearn to be our own, and our minds would yearn to grow. I'd hate that you were trodden down, locked up, if you should shout. Freedom tastes like honey, or why would you spit it out? Freedom tastes like honey, melts across my tongue, and when it's gone it won't linger on, a bitter taste begun. Would you give it up for the medical bill or a way to shut me down? Or would you pay your way, maybe learn to say, hey neighbor, I'll help you out? If we never knew the taste of freedom, we would still instinctively know. Our souls would yearn to be our own, and our minds would yearn to grow. I hate that you were trodden down, locked up, if you should shout. Freedom tastes like honey, or why would we spit it out? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Freedom, freedom, watching it slip away. Freedom, freedom, a little bit more each day. Now get off your butt right now, take a pledge, make a vow, call up your political hat, tell them you're not buying their smack. I said freedom, freedom, watch it slip away. I said freedom, freedom, a little bit more each day. Impeach some overreaching judge, they're wrong and they're not gonna budge. Tell Congress you want justice back, Constitution's under attack. I said freedom, freedom, you gotta hear me, I said freedom, freedom is being taken away. Don't let them kick your neighbor off his land. But this is where we gotta make a stand. The stewards of this land are mom and pop. The government couldn't run a soda shop. I said freedom, freedom, watch it slipping away. I said freedom, freedom, a little bit more each day. So you say I want a revolution, I say you need to pay attention. Freedom is worth fighting for. Freedom men have gone to war. I said freedom, freedom, watch it slip away. I said freedom, our freedoms, a little more each day. You're scaring the kids. They think this world is dying and it's all on their heads. Just what is it that gives you the right to teach all this stuff that just might not be true? Could you just teach them to read, teach them to write? Statistics show us that you're losing that fight. Make sure they know their math and how the world is all laid out. Instill a love for literature and they'll figure it out. Some of you are really making me mad. We got kids that can't sleep and kids that can't eat for fear of whom they may deprive. So just stick to the basics, won't you? Give them a chance to be innocent children, and it goes by so fast. Their worries will come in soon enough, and you know that. So just stick to the absolute, undisputed facts. Well, the school administration says you stick to our plans. These kids have got to save the world in such a short span. But you're scaring the kids, and you know it's not right. Teach them all this stuff that just might not be true. Might not be true. And what say you? We the people, from bondage we came, oppressed and overtaxed in some king's name, out of bondage due to faith, served once again through his saving grace, allowed to govern ourselves and allowed to be free. We grew a nation with incredible prosperity. Through faith and hard work, we went from horse to limousine. Many generations got to live out their dream. But freedom's not free, it's not given away. I love my freedom, I'm willing to pay. Send me the bill. What does it say? It says have faith, love your country, and it's due today. We the people
so happy and fat. Our poor would look rich if you could just see Iraq. We're still working hard just to pay our way. Pay the bills, pay the taxes, immersed in today. And while we were busy, but in front of our eyes, our representatives up and gave away the prize. They gave it to the bureaucrats who won't give it back. Freedom after freedom under attack. But freedom's not free. It'll cost you and I. It cost my granddad, and I'm willing to try. And if I could ask him, here's what he'd say. He'd say, have faith, love your country, and remember to pray. We the people are at the next step. Dependence on government, it's not a good bet. Dependent for health care, dependent for food. Dependent for protection from those who aren't good. And all this dependence hurts us more than you know. It means that we the people, back to bondage we go. But freedom's not free. I'd pay any cost just to back up in time and to recover what's lost. But the future's ahead. So here's what I say. I say have faith, love your country, and remember to pray. Remember to pray. Once I thought I was alone in what I believed. Thought that no one was seeing the truth. To watch the propaganda on the national news. America's evil, and here's some more proof. But I don't think they saw you coming. Or if so, they thought, oh, what a joke. He's just an actor this country won't buy. Won't connect with the ordinary folk. But we heard you say that our best days are ahead, and the government should just get out of the way. Give the people back their money to get out of the red. Make Congress quit spending today. Thank you, my friend, for the job you have done. For those 8 years that still make me proud. For defending the weak and our liberties. For keeping this nation strong in the crowd. And all you media types who worked your butts off, all your best lies to bring this man down. Well, he won the Cold War, brought back national pride, made you all look like a bunch of self-serving clowns. God blessed this country, He blessed us with you, and he blessed us by keeping us free. Then he spared you some pain when your service was done by making sure that you would not see the turnaround, the slow decline, our freedom's radical erosion. A leader with no moral fortitude, one September 11th explosion. So thank you again for the job you have done. For those 8 years I remember with pride, for defending the weak and our liberties, for causing evil to flat run and hide. Thank you, sir, what a great ride. If you are one smooth talker and you need somewhere to go, if your hair is perfect, your teeth are straight, your IQ high or low, if you can read a teleprompter in a very convincing way, well, there's a spot for you on the national news with your arrogance on display. Swimming in a shark pool, twinkle in your eye, waiting for disaster, try and make them cry. Just ignore the truth, report the lie, that's how you'll change the world. Swimming in a shark pool with your bias flag unfurled. Well, you'll have to take just what they say, report it as the truth. Don't you dare think about the subject, don't you dare go look for proof. And if you should find some discrepancy, don't go acting wise. Just pick up your rose-colored glasses, put them right back on your eyes, and go swimming in a shark pool. Twinkle in your eye, waiting for disaster, try and make them cry. Just ignore the truth, report the lie, that's how you'll change the world. Swimming in a shark pool with your bias flag unfurled. But if you're not just there right yet, you better hurry up, 'cause the ratings are in the toilet and the gig gets almost up. But there's still a chance if you go right now for your fortune and your fame. And I'll be looking forward to seeing you down at the Hall of Shame, where you'll be swimming in your shark pool with a twinkle in your eye, and you'll be waiting for disaster, gonna try and make them cry. You just ignore the truth, report the lie, that's how you change the world. Swimming in a shark pool with your bias flag unfurled. Just ignore the truth, report the lie, that's how you'll change the world. Against a world gone insane. Is it just me? Well, I know I'm no angel, but you brother and you sister, are you looking? Can you see? And what you see, is it causing you this pain? Up against it every day, every way. Lying, greedy people rule the day. Broken families everywhere, everywhere. messed up children, doesn't anybody care? We're up against it, the powers that be can't do much if it's only me. Write these words, hope they're heard. Up against it, you and me. It's gonna take us all to fight the powers that be. Up against it every day, every way. If they lie, who can trust in what they say? If their only quest is power, the heart grows darker by the hour. We're up against an evil soul, and it wants to have control. Up against it, my own pride. Up against it, what's deep inside. The first battle's fought within. Fight your fight, then join in. Up against it, me and you. Then we'll fight for what is true. Just a dumb hick to the Hollywood elite, 'cause I love the ground that's under my feet. He's ignorant, he's arrogant, at least that's what they say. He's a Neanderthal in love with the USA. Well, I'd love to travel, jet set away, Belize and Kamchatka, and maybe down to the old Bombay. And everywhere I went, I would surely want to play a few songs about the American way. And I could play North Korea, but they'd cut off my head. The red Chinese would not be pleased, well, I'd probably wind up dead. But I won't go to Cuba and smoke the best stuff. No, I ain't gonna play Havana. Hollywood crowd, well, they've been getting pretty loud after hanging out with good old Fidel. They say he's so grand, and they just can't understand why we all think that Cuba's not so swell. Don't they wonder why the citizens cry and risk their lives on the ocean to flee? Well, it seems clear to me, and it's easy to see, having fame's not the same as a PhD. And I could play Vietnam, but they don't like Uncle Sam, and the man would come and haul my butt away. But I won't go to Cuba and smoke the best stuff. No, I ain't gonna play Havana. Oh no, I ain't gonna play in Havana. Hey, I'm on a mission, and this is how it goes. It's time to come together and not be one of those. Left, right, red, blue, somewhere in between. It's where we come together to save the American dream. They've pitted us against ourselves in every possible way. Fish, trees, oil, land, those smokers got to pay. You large-sized people are way too fat, the skinny folks are mad. Snowmobilers disturb the peace, and talk show hosts are bad. Divide, conquer, watch us fall, so freedom will not stand. Make us all a bunch of serfs, so if you can rule this land. And if they think they'll hold the reins, they won't without a fight. 'Cause I have faith America's gonna figure out what's right. Hey, I'm on a mission, and this is how it goes. It's time to come together and not be one of those. Our founding fathers gave their all so we could all be free. The least that we could do is just agree to disagree. They want to see us kick each other so we won't see their stuff. They want us mad at one another so we won't call their bluff. You're mad at me, I'm mad at you, we're headed for a fall. And if we're really seeing red, we won't see the truth at all. Divide, conquer, watch us fall, so freedom will not stand. Make us all a bunch of serfs, so if you can rule this land. And if they think we're going down, we won't without a fight. 'Cause I have faith America's gonna figure out what's right. Hey, we're on a mission, and this is how it goes. We're gonna pull together, and they'll land right on their nose. We'll all be one as brothers. It won't be peaches and cream, but we're gonna come together and spoil the aristocratic dream. Hey, we're on a mission. Hey, we're on a mission.